everyone. So today we are going to talk about eating disorders, which for some people may be a touchy subject, but for me it's really not. So yes, I had eating disorders for 3.5 years maybe, and I'm not really going to get into the actual part of it because I feel like that's really boring and most of it's like extremely foggy and I don't remember because my brain was fucking cut off because I wasn't giving it enough food to run itself. So really I'm going to talk about how to recover and how to get yourself to recover and make that step. And it may seem impossible, but it is extremely 100% possible once you it's just possible, but you have to make it possible for yourself. You have to do it for yourself. You have to love and care about yourself and want to get better. That being said, I had anorexia and then I got better for a little bit, and then I had anorexia and bulimia, and then I got better, and then I was like, I really want to lose weight. I'm going to start restricting my calories. And if you think right now, if you were restricting your calories and counting your calories through the day, that is an eating disorder. I don't care what anyone says, that is an eating disorder because it's not healthy, it's not how you're supposed to eat, and you're not getting enough fuel to your brain, you're not feeding yourself enough. So it's not a good thing. How I said I wanted to lose weight, and so I started restricting my calories, and once again I got really skinny. I got to like 90 something pounds, which is like really gross, especially for my height. I'm not that tall, but for my height that's still pretty bad. So yeah, I just had lost a lot of weight, and I thought I looked good in the beginning because I would work out every single day. I would look at myself in the mirror and I'd be like, yes girl. And I didn't realize how skinny I got till I went to an amusement park. And you know how they take like those pictures of you on a roller coaster, and so I was coming out and I was really excited to see how I looked on a roller coaster. And I went and I looked at my picture and I saw that my legs were skin and bone. And I was a person, I've always had full thighs, and I was so shocked that they were literally bone, and you could see how I just had this huge gap. And I remember I went buck wild. I wasn't vegan yet, I wasn't anything yet. I went buck wild at that damn amusement park. I ate ice cream, I ate frozen yogurt, I ate Dippin' Dots, I ate a pretzel bun burger with greasy fries. I just ate so much. And that amusement park day, I actually, before the picture thing happened, I almost passed out because I hadn't eaten all day, and I almost passed out and I felt so sick and I didn't sleep the whole night, and it was just a bad combo and I wasn't healthy at all. But then I went buck wild later on that. Basically, I binged at that amusement park because I was just so hungry and I was so fed up with myself how I had gotten so skinny. And I remember even texting my mom being like, I just saw how skinny I am. But it didn't. Later that day I completely forgot about it, and once I got home from that amusement park I didn't let myself eat dinner the whole night. I was starved, because I had walked so much that day. Even though I had eaten so much, I was still starving and I wouldn't let myself eat. And I remember counting my calories for the day and flipping out over myself because I was like, what the fuck, I can't believe I ate this much food. I can't believe I did this to myself. And I remember crying because I was just so hungry, and I was like, oh my god, I just need to go to bed so I can wake up tomorrow and I can eat. And that is so horrible. And it might not even seem like that restricting your calories, because I know eating disorder. I know, from my past how bad the eating disorders that people know of, I know that. But almost counting my calories was almost worse on my brain, because before I was so dead that I didn't even think about not even eating. I didn't think about throwing it up. I didn't think about any of that. But with counting my calories and being obsessive over it was so just weird to my brain. So I completely forgot about that day. And I had been watching Freely the Banana Girl for months. I was just obsessed with her because I hated her at the time because of the whole Trisha Paytas thing. I love Trisha, so I watched her videos, and then Freely, she'd comment and I was like, who the fuck is this bitch? And so I used to stalk her videos, and I was obsessed, and I didn't understand, but I loved watching like what she ate, and I loved hearing about everything. And so through that, I found all these vegan channels suggested because I watched her so much that vegan people were actually suggested to me. And I started watching. I just watched this one girl doing a high carb low fat thing, and then I saw another video, I wish I remembered their names, and then I saw another video linking me to all these like, you know, vegan things. And I watched the vegan, all the documentaries and all the slaughter, all the disgusting things that happen, and I was like, you know what, I'm going vegan. And then that night I also found out about high carb low fat and all that stuff, and the first few days I still restricted my calories, and I was like, I can't get fat, I can't do it. And then one day it struck me that I had to want to do it for myself. I had to be like, shut the fuck up and eat, because I knew I wasn't eating enough food. I knew it wasn't healthy for me, and I had to tell myself to eat that food. I had to tell myself, because I didn't know, my stomach was small, I didn't know how much food it needed, and I had to force myself, because I told myself, you are going to gain weight. You need to gain this weight. It is healthy weight. You will get your period back. You will look okay. You will feel okay. And guess what? There's way more to a person than their weight. There's way more to a person than what food they eat. There's way more to a person than fucking calories. Like, spending your day thinking about calories and thinking about all that shit. You may be saying, like, you don't understand. I literally can't eat. I can't do it. It's just horrible. It makes me feel like every single time I eat it, I feel like I gained 20 pounds. When I first, when I told myself to shut the fuck up and eat, every single food, like a noodle, I thought I put in my body, I was like, I just gained 20 pounds. Mom, I look fatter. But no, number one, if you gain weight, you need to gain that weight, especially if you're eating all plant-based, healthy, the healthiest food for you in the world. If you gain weight, it's because you need to gain weight. And that's what I told myself. I said, if you're gaining weight, you need to do it. And guess what? You need to love yourself, and you need to respect yourself, and you need to realize that this isn't fucking healthy. This isn't safe. You can die. And once you tell yourself it's just food, once you disconnect it, what's the reasoning behind being so scared of it? Food is what keeps you living. Food is what fuels you. Food is what makes us all be able to think and be able to write and be able to listen to things and just be able to live our everyday lives. It's because of food. Be able to operate, it's because of food. We fuel ourselves on it. So why are we scared of it? Why are we so scared of, when it just didn't make sense to me? So I had to really tell myself, guess what? One day you are going to be recovered and you are going to get better, but you have to get over this little lump, and you have to tell yourself, shut the fuck up and eat that spaghetti. Shut the fuck up and eat that veggie burger. You have to do it. And it may seem like I'm being a hard ass, but listen, if you don't tell yourself, I am worth this, I am worth this food, I deserve this, and I'm going to be okay. I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna gain 20 pounds after a meal. I'm gonna be fine, so I need to suck it the fuck up and I need to eat it. Everything gets better. I swear, once I got over that little hump that I was just so scared of eating and so scared of living my life, because I was so scared for some reason. I didn't even have an exact reason. Why was I counting my calories? Because I didn't want to lose weight. I wanted to lose weight in the beginning, but then I started losing so much weight, and it was satisfying. I know y'all know that feeling out there, that if you went through the same thing, and it's not like it looked good. So I literally just had to tell myself that this was healthy for me, that this was good for me, and more specifically, I was eating high carb, low fat, whole foods, all vegan, just healthy shit. And I had to tell myself that this was the best thing for me. This is how I was going to be the healthiest, and I have to eat the food. I have to love myself, and I have to eat it, and I have to nourish my body and feel healthy. So this is my number one tip for recovery. Tell yourself that you are going to eat it. Eat it. And I know you may be like, I literally can't do that, but you can. You can shove that food, and I'm not saying that you won't relapse, but you have to tell yourself, listen, I'm gonna do this, and you need to do this, and you need to get over this hump that and this controlling mindset that you can't eat, and that if you eat you're gonna get fat. It's disordered eating, and it's not good for you, and it's not gonna end up good. Your metabolism is going to be fucked. It's nothing about restricting or eating disorders or anything helps you in the long run. When you're 96, are you going to be looking back on your life like, wow, I really shouldn't have done this, I really shouldn't have eaten that, I shouldn't have done this? No, you're going to be looking back on all the good things you did in your life, and this could be one of them. This could be one of the best things you've ever done, the most freeing thing. You could discover so many different things when you free yourself from this like hell of food. Food is gonna be your best friend. We all love food deep down. We love the taste. We love how it fuels us. So when you free yourself from it and you make food your bitch, and it's not harming anything, any animals or anything, and you are the healthiest you can be, that is when you have truly recovered, and that is when you will look back on your life and you will be like, you will look back on your life and you will be so glad you did this for yourself, and you have to want to do it. You have to tell yourself that you need to get better and want to get better, and see how it affects everybody around you. So that's some of the advice that I can give that helped me. That was really just that, and veganism is what really motivated me to, you know, get better and be fine and not worry about food anymore. I think veganism also helped me because I know that it was pure, clean stuff going into my body, and it made me feel good. And so it was that on top of wanting to get better that just made it a great combo. And so yeah, that's a little helpful thing that I can give, and I hope if you're watching this that you get better, or I hope that you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.